Well, we now want to welcome Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs. He leads the House Freedom Caucus and sits on the Judiciary Committee. Congressman Biggs, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
So first, what do you think about the president's decision to be taking hydroxychloroquine as a preventative measure against COVID-19, while at the same time urging states to reopen quickly? Because it does appear that he's well aware, he understands that there is still a safety issue with the virus, but at the same time, the U.S. still doesn't have a clear national testing approach or contact tracing plan.
I think it's fine. I mean, he went to his doctor, says it's okay for him to take it. There's so many anecdotal stories. I hear them. He said he has heard them as well. I get these on a regular basis. It looks like it may have some effect. There's some studies, only one double-blind out of Europe so far. And so I'm perfectly content with him taking it. His doctors prescribed it, weighed the risks. I think it's appropriate. I'm actually baffled at the uproar over him taking hydroxychloroquine.
Well, are you worried at all that the president's use of the drug will increase demand for it and then potentially risk supply shortages for people who use it for things like lupus or arthritis or things like that?
That was already out there, and they should increase that. I mean, hydroxychloroquine is actually one of the cheapest drugs to manufacture and distribute. It's important for people who have lupus. I heard from people who had lupus a month and a half ago that they were having trouble getting the drug. I think that it's important to make it available. We've got to make sure the folks that have lupus can get the drug, but certainly the demand was already there because of the anecdotal stories.
And then, Congressman Biggs, I want to ask you about your home state. New data showing Arizona saw nearly 400 new cases of COVID-19. The death toll overall standing at over 700. Current cases right now standing above 14,500. Now, if you look at the data, it looks like the cases are fluctuating. It's not a flattening of that curve. So how do you compare that to the economic impact of the virus?
Well, first of all, I would have to say that I'd have to push back just a little bit on that data. What you've seen is actually a massive increase in the number of tests. So, of course, you'll naturally get more positives on the test. And you have 702 fatalities. The case fatality rate right now is high, but over 80% of those are in the age group over 65%, excuse me, over age 65. And so that's kind of an important place to put this in context. At the same time, you've actually seen businesses completely shut down in Arizona, and you've seen no appreciable increase in the data. I check the data every day. I just checked before I came on here to see and did some extrapolations. If you were to take a per capita rate of fatality in Arizona, you would have probably a portion, maybe 1/1000th of a percent, somewhere in that neighborhood in the overall population of the state. Now, that's not your case fatality rate, and case fatality rate is important. But when you look at the economic devastation that Arizona took, and you see that nationally as well, I think it's the right thing to do. I talk to epidemiologists every week from all over the nation getting their medical opinions as well. So I think it's the right thing to do.
And then lastly, just to follow up on that, a new OH Predictive Insights poll came out, shows 52% of Arizonans are concerned that the state might be lifting restrictions too quickly. What's your message to those that are concerned?
Well, I would say that if you are concerned and if you own a business and you don't want to open it, please don't open it. If you're concerned and you think you should stay inside a little bit longer, that's your prerogative. I respect that. But at the same time, we have a lot of people who are trying to get out, earn money for their families, a lot of people who are young and healthy who want to get out and associate and get back to life as we know it. I think we need to respect that as well. So we need to respect each other. Nobody wants this to expand. We want to make sure that we aren't expanding and putting others in danger. But at the same time, if you feel like you're at risk, please, by all means, stay inside. But if you're not at risk and you feel like you can handle the risk, and that comes with freedom, then go ahead and get out there and work.
All right, certainly. Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona joining us to speak about the ongoing pandemic. Thank you.